given, 37 minutes on the ice. A little quiet to start, but certainly upbeat at the end. What do you get done here today that you'd like to see done well tomorrow night?
Well, just a work day. I think that's obviously a big focus for us, both in practice, both in games, just work ethic, and I thought we did a good job. So we're looking forward to tomorrow.
What's the biggest focus on what you guys have to change on the ice moving forward here?
Well, there's a number of things, that we've talked about that we can improve on. D zone being one, power play being one, penalty kill, neutral zone, kind of all the way through. We just got to dig in more. We've talked about, things we can change within the system and how we can improve, but it comes down to work ethic, and that's on the players. So that's what we have to be prepared to do.
Alternating defensive partners, whether that happens, is that one way to go in terms of limited options?
Yeah, I think, in terms of our decor, we're all comfortable playing with one another, so I think we can change it up and, play with, a number of different guys. So we're comfortable doing that. So if that's the case, then we'll deal with it, and, it's up to us to just work together and play well.
John, I know the leadership group's kind of a lead by example type thing, but what can you guys do, I guess, to jumpstart things if there's talking or whatnot? What tone are you setting?
Yeah, obviously, this can really test a lot of things, not just about your play, but I think even just feeling good about yourself and mentally. And I think it's just reinforcing the commitment we have in here and the way we need to play and to one another, and continuing to stick with it and have that resolve and resiliency when you go through a stretch like this. So there's no question we have to be a lot better, and as that group, we have to set that tone on the ice and in the locker room.
What's been the message from Mike at this time?
Well, I think there's no question that we have to be a lot better. We have to realize the areas of the game that are hurting us, and if we don't want to fix those, then our results aren't going to change. So. But we have an extremely talented group, and just to continue to stay with it and work and understand when things aren't going your way, and like I said, you get tested mentally. Understanding how important each and every shift is, each and every play, and staying with it for 60 minutes until you're able to turn things back in your direction and get the results and momentum that you want and start playing the way that we're capable of.
Talking with Mo about what can be done, 23-man roster, in terms of de-pairing, might a tweak of alternating pairings from time to time be beneficial, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. I think teams I've played on, previously, it's always kind of, in a perfect world, you want to have your partners and stick with it and have it work that way. But when things aren't going well, you kind of, maybe a different combo can kind of jumpstart you.
What do you think of Travis and how you guys might kind of fit?
Yeah, I think it could be a good fit. I think he's obviously a very skilled guy, and he skates really well. He makes plays. He's a confident guy, so hopefully we can mesh well together, get some stuff going on the ozone, and maybe it'll be a fit.
As a whole, what do you think has led this team astray defensively?
Yeah, I think we're kind of killing ourselves with, last game, was a bit embarrassing. I think we gave up, probably 20 odd man rushes, it felt like. So, the good news is it's things you can fix. It's not that we don't have, the skill or, the players in here. It's all, essentially systems and commitment to doing it right.
Usual question about a call-up like this. Where were you, and what was it like to get that call?
I was playing the game, and then after the game, Mike came and grabbed me, and I walked into the training room, and they told me. So it was an unbelievable feeling, and so happy to be here.
What's worked well in the Marlies, in Aberg, Korshkov, and how well you guys have played as of late?
Yeah, I think we play good together. I feel like me and Bergie, we're playing first together, and we really found each other. And I think we play kind of similar games, so yeah, it was good. And then Korshi came in, and we did it great together, so really happy for it.
Are they giving you any idea of what the week is going to be like for you? Are you going in tomorrow, or?
No, I just came here today, and I'm gonna probably get to know everything more once I've been around a lot. So yeah, don't know too much yet.
Because you take the next step, the opportunity to tweak a 23-man roster, is the possibility at least moving parts in the blue line a good place to start?
Well, obviously what we're doing isn't going good enough, and so I want to give everyone a reset there and help ourselves know they're all going to play a little bit more with everyone on those zone faceoffs and that. We're just going to try to find a way to maximize the group. We don't feel we're doing a good enough job that way, so we got to do a better job in that area. And as a group of forwards, we got to get to work and look after our D better. And so that kind of is the message here: is we got to clean this area of our game up for sure. We're not getting the transition we're used to getting over the last few years, and so we got to do a better job in the offensive zone, being organized coming out, and so we can get some transition going the other way like we used to. So that's a priority for us and allow our skill to come out.
Is it an issue of commitment, do you think, defensively?
Well, we got to do a better job. So one of the biggest issues for us, without any question, is when you play with the puck, you got to be organized coming out of the offensive zone. You got to be organized in the neutral zone. If you turn it over, if you're in bad spots, you're not organized, and then it makes your D not look very good. We got to do a better job in that area. And you know, there's lots of nights where I thought we played well. I try to tell you when I come here, and if we haven't won and we played well, I tell you. But the last game just wasn't good enough for our hockey club in any way, and we got to be better. The other thing about it is the standings are what the standings are, and we got to get a reset and get going the right direction as fast as we possibly can. And so we've talked about that and the commitment that we need to make to one another, to our sweater, and do things right.
Was Engvall part of that reset tomorrow night?
Well, the biggest thing with Engvall, with any of the players that we've brought up, what we've tried to do is we've tried to let them be overripe. So in the summer napkins, Engvall was on the napkin. When camp was over, he wasn't on the napkin. Timashov wasn't on and was. So it's just, you just watch them, when are they ready? And when have they dominated enough that they come up and they have confidence? And Pierre and I just talked about that. It's not when I think he's ready, it's when he thinks he's ready. So when he gets out in the ice and he feels confident enough to play, to do what he does, and there's a few simple things we walk through that he's got to do to be successful. He's a big body. He can really skate. He's having success. It would make us a bigger, faster team. We'd like to have him, but he's got to be ready for us to have him.